Hi, my name is Pascal Siakam, and I'm a sophomore here at New Mexico State University. Today I'll be giving you a speech about Cameroon, which is my home country. And the reason why I decided to give this speech is because a lot of people ask me where I'm from, and when I tell them where I'm from, they don't really know. So I just wanted to let people know more about my country. I'll be focusing on Cameroon history, the schooling system, the food, and the holidays. The first thing I want to talk about is the history of Cameroon. Cameroon, which is the 53rd largest country in the world, is located in the west central region of Africa. The capital of Cameroon is Yaoundé, and the president is Paul Biya. Cameroon is usually referred to as African miniature because of the geological and cultural diversity. French and English are considered the official languages, and the story behind it is that Cameroon used to be a French and British colony. So after World War One, the country was divided between the British and the French. So you had one part that spoke French and the other part that spoke English, and that's why today it is those are the official languages. The second thing I want to talk about today is the schooling system in Cameroon. The educational system in Cameroon is very popular in Africa, and is divided in 5 different levels. You have the primary schools, the middle schools, the secondary schools, vocational, and tertiary schools. And the method of learning in Cameroon, in the eastern and the western part is different. Remember I told you that Cameroon was divided in two. So the east part speak French, and they uses the French system, and the west part speak English, and they use the British system. The primary school in Cameroon, provide free education to children, and most of those primary school belong to the government and the religious organizations. And a lot of people, after primary school and stuff like that, can pursue higher education, but it depends on the financial condition of the family, because most people cannot afford probably going to college and stuff like that. So a lot of people stop going to school after high school. The third thing I want to talk about today is food. Um, the Cameroon food and cuisine is also one of the most varied in Africa. And staple foods are yam, cocoyam, rice, plantain, potatoes, beans, and etc. The French introduced, French bread and Italian pasta to Cameroon people, but a lot of people don't really eat it. Most people, prefer all the traditional and agricultural food. The main source of protein is fish, and a lot of people also consume bush meat. The main dish of Cameroon really it varies from cultures, because you have a lot of culture, and cultures have different food, and so it's really difficult for me to tell what food is the main food, or the main dish. But the food that a lot of people eat is pan fried fish on dole, and dole is like kind of like some vegetables mixed together with a lot of other stuff, salt, and a lot of other things, and that's considered like the food that a lot of people eat. And lastly, I want to talk about holidays. In Cameroon, we celebrate a lot of holidays, that are sometimes the same as here in the United States. Like we have Christmas Day, we have New Year's, and things like that. But we also have some holidays that are just common important to us, like the Labor Day, we have Youth Day, we have Ramadan, we have Assumption, and a lot more. But today, the holiday I want to focus on is Youth Day, because Youth Day is really important in Cameroon, and we just celebrate basically the youth of Cameroon, and during that day, um, schools, and universities sometimes, they parade, and they march and stuff like that, in the cities and stuff, and you have the president that is there in Yaoundé, and that watch the march, and it's just a celebration of the youth. It's a fun day, and everybody enjoys it, and that's the reason why I wanted to talk about it. In conclusion, Cameroon is a really diverse country, and the culture there, and the way people live, the food, the school system is really popular, and you can find it in a lot of other African countries. And lastly, I wanted to just give you some advice. If you guys one day like to travel and go to Africa, I really recommend you to go to Cameroon, because it's a really nice country, and you will enjoy it. Thank you for listening.